Hey guys, Budgeting25 here, playing FSX once again. Today, we will be flying a KLM, I should switch over to locked spot, a KLM MD-11 from Schipol International, oh boy. Let's hope I can use this. Give me a minute, I might just sneeze. There we go. 34,000 feet. So we're flying from Schipol to Curacao, and then overshooting that, and then from Curacao to what was it called? To Princess Juliana. This is what they had to do with the 747, so I'm just going to do this with, an MD-11, because why the... I've never flown to Curacao and FSX yet, so might as well make this the first time. I'll need to look up the approach speed for this aircraft, actually, because I know it has a faster approach speed. Oh, there's a... just for show FMC. Yeah, that's GPS mode. I need to switch into... Yes, I do. And then nav hold. And then altitude hold. So we want to be pushed back and turn that way. So shift P2. Parking brake off. Are we moving? Shift P2. Oh. Well, that's just wonderful, isn't it? Because we have no hope of turning out of here. And I'm pretty sure this thing cannot power back. Never mind. Wait, how does that work? I just simply turned the joystick. This thing goes like, well, no reverse thrust for you. I'm just now realizing that I have the traffic set to maximum, and that I'm reversing towards a 3 something or other. Just, well, lordy, fucking 1, 2, set flaps for takeoff. Oh my god, those are some big slots. Who needs brakes when you've got jet engines? No one, that's the answer. Yep. This aircraft is not very good at turning. Yeah, the KLM was the last operator of the MD-11. For passenger routes, of course. They are still operated by, I believe, FedEx and some other cargo airlines. I really hope that guy won't just turn onto the runway and just... Basically, I don't want to crash into that guy. Is that the old control tower and then the new control tower? Question mark, question mark. And we're probably moving faster than we're supposed to be. Yes, we are.
On taxiway, on taxiway.
Shut up. Yeah, the MD-11 is a lengthened version of the DC-10. And the DC-10 was the second wide-body aircraft in the world. Fun fact. Yeah, then I'm just going... No, I'm not going to get corners because I know this aircraft will definitely sink into the ground. Ooh, please tell me they're not going to turn onto the runway I'm going to turn onto. Oh. Just narrowly avoid that. Also, yeah, the Airlander 2 experienced a bit of an incident yesterday on a second test flight. How many aircraft are around, actually? No 747 though, eh? PHKCG. Did I miss my turn off? Indeed I did. Therefore,
On taxiway. On taxiway.
yep, we're taking off
On
backwards,
runway.
everyone.
200 feet remaining. On taxiway. On taxiway.
No, we're not.
On runway 09. On runway
Could you please shut up
09.
now? Thank you. Let's spool her up. Oh no. Yeah, guys, I would get out of the way if I were you. Man, there's that floppy thing there. That you can see is actually closing, I believe. Don't you dare cross! You idiot! Come on. Yeah! Look what you forced me to do, you A320 bastard. Let's forget for a moment the fact that I didn't get clearance. Positive rate, gear up. Flaps up. And we're climbing out. There we go, just a nice climb out from Amsterdam. Yeah. I didn't even bother turning on any of the lights, did I? Well, whoops. That's the nav light, I'm presuming. I don't... Oh, we're low enough to landing lights. Yeah, you know, not the best, but not that bad for a freeware aircraft, I believe. Igor would probably beg to differ, but screw you, Igor. Top down. Yep. 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 So yeah, guys, I'm going to pause this video here, and I'll see you guys once we begin our approach into Curacao. See you then. Okay, guys, we're beginning our approach into Curacao. Oh, come on. Descending to flight level 260, 6,000 feet. No. God, why is this thing so weird? Spoilers. Huh? Yep. Spoilers are somewhat deployed, apparently. Spoilers are more than half deployed. That's kind of interesting, considering. Let's quickly open up map view. So directly ahead of us is Curacao Airport. That's Curacao. Yep. KLM did fly 2 here with MD-11s. I can 100% confirm that. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, hey, this one doesn't have that uber powerful rudder. Like the RJ, for example, the Apple RJ series. Look. Yeah. Should we go for full? Yeah, let's go for a... Whoa. Yeah, there we go. Now we actually have some visible spoilage. I know that isn't a word, but screw it. The weird thing is that with 747s, they actually needed to go out to... What is it called? Curacao. And then fly to Princess Juliana, which is why I'm doing the same with one of these aircraft. To me, Where's Princess Juliana? Let's quickly open up the map. If it's... I think Princess Juliana is somewhere more along here, so you basically almost fly over it. No, it's not any of these. Hold on. Hold on a moment. No, I thought that... Is that? No, it's not Saba. I thought that might be Saba, but no. Ah. I think it's on one of these islands, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one of these is St. Martin. I think it's somewhere in here, actually. It's like one of those. Yeah, it is. That's St. Martin. That's Princess Juliana there. That's what I'm thinking. How does that make sense? You literally fly by that. We're gonna put it down. Put the aircraft down, land it, take off again. And bada bing, bada boom. You actually open the window. Don't tempt me with these things that I'm telling me they're unavailable, god damn it. So yeah, since we have a bit more flying to do, I'm going to speed up the simulation rate because I'm not doing this in real time. Alright, pause. Acknowledge. 180. Negative 3,000 feet per minute. What was the heading? 260. So what we're doing, I'm presuming, is we're going to be flying around. We'll do kind of like a... That would not be very comfortable, would it? I mean, that's a 45-degree bank at least. Passengers don't tend to like that. We're leveling off now. Then we'll land and fly over to Saint. We'll land, refuel. What is wrong with the texture of this? Yeah. Unless I got the Just Flight 757 because it used to be payware, now it's freeware. They call it a freemium, I believe. That is an actual term. It has a Google Dictionary definition. Google it. Yeah. Maybe I'll see a video of that at some stage. No promises, though. I just get bored. Dumb. Dee-dum. Dee-dum. Oh yeah, I'm not time accelerating. No, because that there is Curacao. So we land at Curacao then. Or maybe the way they do it is they fly to Curacao, land at Princess Juliana, then fly back to Amsterdam? Well, I know that does make sense. But, you know, I've already went through a lot of things that don't make sense. Anyway, I have to look up the approach speed for this thing, so give me a moment for that. Okay, Google. Yeah, this is fun when I can just do this. MD-11 approach speed. What? Ha! I'm gonna start something. From MD-11 approach speed, it registered funny items. Okay, Google. MD-11 approach speed. Well, I got the MD-11 part right. Third time's the charm, I hope. Okay, Google. MD-11 approach speed. There we go. Yeah, sure. So we're descending to 6,000 feet. Let's just get that set up. Negative 3,000 feet per minute. Working on it, working on it. Slow down to 240. I don't know why I do that. I don't know why I do this. Oh wait, no, that not quite that much. Jeez. God damn it, I keep overshooting. 240. Bada bing, bada boom. So we're going to go for, say, I'm going to go for 160 knots approach. Which is still quite fast, yeah. What altitude are we at? We need a bit more flaps. Yep. Thing is, we might actually need to land with flaps 50. Because yeah. Yeah, but I'm reading about the MD-80s or MD-80. Wrong aircraft. Wrong aircraft. The MD-11's flaps, and they're saying it's single slotted, double slotted. You know, it's kind of confusing. I know what they're saying, but it's just like, does that make a difference? Probably yes. To level off, so. Yeah, this has a very high approach, well, compared to other aircraft, a very high approach speed compared to other aircraft for the simple reason... Why are we overspeeding, goddammit? Turn left heading 225. I don't know why I'm speaking in German, I mean... That would make sense if I was flying a Lufthansa aircraft or any other German airline. But I'm not flying a German airline, you see. Or the aircraft belonging to a German airline. Close the bloody kickstand. Built-in kickstands are great, but sometimes they are a bit of a nuisance. I'm really tempted. That's the parking brake. I'm actually going to see if the MD-11 has had any major incidents. Okay, Google. MD-11. Right. Let me just open this. Well, yeah, if you could just give me the whole Wikipedia page. Yeah, here we go. It's an American 3-engine medium to long-range aircraft. Yes, we know that much. Yeah, the first... It was introduced in the service with Finnair. I'm just looking through the... A lot of airlines actually operated these. Let me just look through the incidents, if that's not a thing. Yeah, the central engine, the one on the wing. That's the, right. So, the central engine, the one in the tail, is number 2. So, just to get that. So the MD-11 has been involved, as of September 2015, in 26 incidents, including 9 hull loss accidents with 240 fatalities. So the first one was on April 6, 1993. Chinese Eastern Flight 583, and MD-11 went into severe oscillations when a crew member accidentally deployed slots during cruise flight over the Pacific Ocean near the Aleutian Islands. 2 passengers were seriously injured and later died. On July 31st, 1997, FedEx Flight 14 MD-11 NX-11FE crashed during landing at Newark Liberty International Airport, New Jersey. The aircraft flipped onto its back and subsequently burned, following a landing attempt from an unstabilized flare. What? Okay, what I knew about that landing is they came in they flared either... I think they flared too late, so it bounced. And then, they pushed the nose down, and the gear collapsed, and that caused it to flip. On September 2nd, 1998, Swiss Air Flight 111, HBIWF, crashed into the Atlantic Ocean near Halifax while en route from New York to Geneva. 229 people on board perished. Oh, turn right heading 265. Right, turning to heading 265. Nope, that was the heading we had. Right, well, acknowledge anyway. Always know thine aircraft, that's why I'm reading this. Korean, I'm talking about... The cause of the crash was determined to be a fire caused by improper wiring of passenger entertainment system units added for Swiss Air. The fire started at the front of the aircraft and quickly grew uncontrollable, attributed partly to poor flame retardant properties of its metallized mylar insulation. On April 15, 1999, Korean Air Cargo Flight 6316 MD-11, blah blah blah, got shortly after takeoff while operating cargo flight from Shanghai. Something or other, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the name of that airport, to Seoul. What's our speed? Just making sure we're calibrated correctly. To take off, the flight was cleared to climb to 4,900 feet. The aircraft climbed to 4,500 feet. Due to confusion on the flight deck, the captain thought the aircraft was too high and needed to go to 1,500 feet. Okay, alright. The reason for that is because they were cleared to 1,500 meters. And he thought the plane needed to go to 1,500 feet. The captain then pushed the control column abruptly forward, causing the MD-11 to enter a rapid descent that they were unable to recover from. All 3 occupants on board and 5 people on the ground were killed. Yeah, make it clear whether you're... What's handle rel? No, not down, man. Right, acknowledge that turn to heading 200. On August 20... And then on... the next incident is... On August 22nd, 1999, China Airlines Flight 642, an MD-11 operated by subsidiary Mandarin Airlines crashed while landing at Hong Kong Airport due to a typhoon that exceeded its crosswind specification, also flipping onto its back and burning. 3 passengers were killed. Kind of like Plessman approach. Right, let's do that thing. Oh, yeah, that's airspeed, so sometimes the airplane changes, so that's why the thing changes. And that's why the speed changes. On October 17, 1999, FedEx Flight 87 MD-11 was written off after landing at Subic Bay International Airport, Philippines. The aircraft was operating from Shanghai International Airport. Upon landing, the aircraft rolled down the whole length of the runway before plunging into the bay, where it was completely submerged except for the cockpit. How does one manage to do that? An excessive approach and landing speed was pointed out as a probable cause of the accident. On March 23, 2009, FedEx Flight 80 crashed at Narita International Airport, Japan, while landing in windy conditions. Airport surveillance footage showed the aircraft becoming airborne again after the first touchdown, then impacting nose first the second time and turning onto its left side. I think it actually bounced twice before it hit and flipped. Its left side erupting in flames. The impact flipped the aircraft upside down. The aircraft finally came to rest some distance left of the runway. The two flight crew members were killed. On November 28, 2009, Aviant Aviation Flight 234, MD-11 or further as ZBAV, crashed on takeoff from Shanghai Pudong International Airport on a flight to Bishkek Manas International Airport, Kyrgyzstan, or Kyrgyzstan, however you pronounce that, with the loss of 3 lives. The aircraft was written off. On July 27, 2010, is that Curacao there? Shouldn't we be turning more? With the loss of 3 lives. On July 27, 2010, Lufthansa cargo flight 8460 and MD-11F crash landed in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The 2 pilots survived. So, summary is a runway over of the Lufthansa was runway overshoot, spatial disorientation, ATC error, and post-crash fire. Okay, Google. FedEx Flight 87 crash. Yeah, that was the one that overran the thing. Send and maintain 2,500. Roger that. Yep. 2,500. Quick. Oh, sure, it's not. Hold on. Set speed to 180. Alright, now we've got 160, sorry. Tune placement tower, contact placement tower. Turn left heading 140. 140. Images? I just want to see something here. No. Is that this? Well, that's certainly an interesting way to overshoot the runway, put simply. So I started on runway 11. Oh, and you can slow down. In fact, you need to slow down. I'm not sure what the first flap setting is called. The thing is, in this, it's the degree of deflection, whereas on the Boeings. Oh wait, now I'm pulling them up. Yeah, we need those flap. I thought I put those bloody things in. Yep. Yeah, they do look single-sided, as in they just go down. They don't have kind of the side, like, so for example, here the flaps just appear to be doing that. Whereas on, say, the 737, they kind of do that, you know. So it's not just straight down. It's, you know, slowly down. Okay, heading all off, I need to drop the gear. I need to get myself aligned with the runway, and I believe the runway is kind of over there. Let me show. That area is Willemstad. I'm not sure. Is that where we'll be landing? that is where we'll be landing one of these. Are you serious? It seems he is, yes. It seems he's quite serious. Well, you know, if that's the case, then we still need to... We'll need to come over there. Hold on, so if I pull the gear up, do that... Don't question McDonnell Douglas's design of the aircraft. McDonnell Douglas is actually nowadays owned by Boeing. Yeah, the more you know. Come on. Just straighten up and fly, alright? Yeah, it doesn't even have a full-on airport, but yeah. In FSX. I believe they do fly... I think Curacao is a country. It's its own independent country. Whereas I think it used to be either a colony of Holland or you know, full-on part of Holland. Yeah, you can actually see that everything on the wing bends down for the flaps. You can see, so there's the low-speed ailerons out there and then the high-speed ailerons in the middle. I believe I'm saying that correctly. I believe that's right. That I'm saying which one is which. I think that is correct. Oh yeah, probably need that. I'm sorry, I'm not... Yeah, you can see those are actually kind of the... They fold out. Hopefully we will be able to stop this. I mean, we still have a considerable bit of fuel left. Just perform a slow turn. Yeah. Just ignore that. Leveling off. We are descending. We're not descending, we're dropping those to prevent us from ascending. So yeah, this should be a fast approach because they, McDonnell Douglas. This is based on the DC-10, and McDonnell Douglas made the tailplanes shorter or McDonnell Douglas / Boeing made those shorter, made the tailplanes or the horizontal stabilizers smaller to reduce drag. However, that means they need to be going fast. So at lower speeds, they provide less input. They're less effective, basically. Autopilot off. My aircraft completely. Yeah, you can see the airport on our whatever that thing's called. Is there just... I just unlock my phone tablet. No. Just unlock the tablet here. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. FSX auto throttle disable button. I don't know. Okay, there is a shortcut for it, I know, but I just can't find it. Yeah, coming in to land at Curacao. Hey, what's that thing over there? What ist das? Was ist das? Yeah, I'm turning German for a moment. Yeah, seriously, I don't see a single taxiway. Now, landing, I think we should be fine. We're clear to land runway 11. I think landing will be fine. It's the taking off I'm more worried about. Oh, there's a fly here. Go away. Nobody likes you, flies. Especially not Igor. Igor, as you say, is not very fond of them. I'm going to leave it at that. If he wants to explain the whole situation about him and flies in the comments, he can go ahead. I know you will watch this, Igor. I know it. If... Damn you, fly, will you just fuck off? For fuck's sake. Somebody call an A10, I've got a fly problem. A10 warthog? Bert. Yes? Yeah. Bert. That runway looks quite short. Looks a little bit short. Auto throttle off. Slower down, spool down, reduce the throttle here. Yeah, I think we might need to actually use that runway thing area, even though I think technically that doesn't count as part of the runway.
Approaching 1-1.
Yes, indeed we are. You know, landing here is not really what I'm concerned about. Landing I can do. I mean, I've landed at Gibraltar, so you know, Curacao shouldn't be that much of a problem. I'm actually going to do this as smoothly as I can. I'm going to focus entirely on this thing's smoothity. That's not a word, is it? There we go. Yes, the smoothest landing will be in a difficult to control aircraft. Okay. Yeah.
Long landing. Long landing.
How? Oh god, yeah, we've started going up. God damn it, god damn it, god damn it. Verdammt, verdammt, verdammt. Reverse, god damn it, reverse. Okay, no, we'll be fine. Yeah, I think that wasn't too bad. Right. Still reversers, still spoilers, flaps up. And we'll turn off here. Okay, yeah, that was actually that was fairly easy. Now, yeah, the thing is, you're coming in quite fast. The wings do generate quite a bit of lift, I think. But seriously, long landing as we come in over the runway. Right, acknowledge ground handoff. Let's just turn off the landing light. Request taxi to gate. Yeah, just give me a gate. Taxi to gate, pop 6away, taxiway, Charlie. Which one's Charlie? Charlie, where the f... Oh, yeah. Acknowledge taxi clearance. Well, we get one where we actually have to taxi. Right. Yeah, then I'll pause the video, get us fueled up, and get us ready to go. And then we'll have to... You know, after we land Princess Juliana, we'll have to be ready to go do a flight back to Amsterdam. I'm saying that like that's what they would do in real life, probably. I'm not going to do a flight back to Amsterdam from Juliana. Yeah, KLM, MD-11. Yeah, das ist gut. Ja. Yeah, la-di-da, la-di-da. Turn, baby, turn. You're only stopping here to refuel. There's an oil refinery there, apparently. On Curacao. I just know that because last year in school we had to study the book The K. Yeah. That's my flying... That's the noise I make when flies are annoying me. The more you know... Okay, I'm going to stop that because it's getting creepy. And let's, park up here. Come on, man. I'm braking with all my might. No, we're powering. We're doing a power back, mate. We are doing a power back. I know you can do it. You've done it before. God damn it. Yeah. Okay, a bit more. Why does it just go forwards then? Imagine passengers just seeing the nose just suddenly go into the grass or sand or whatever they have here. There we go. Come on, you can turn it off. Yep, powering those engines down. Yep. So I'll pause this video here and I'll see you guys once we're ready to go to Princess Juliana. Okay guys, I've gotten our clearance. Let's get this aircraft started. And request IFR. IFR to Juliana. Ready to copy. So we're going to climb and maintain 10,000. God damn it, flag, would you just go away, god damn it. Yeah, that's... Hey, it worked. Temporarily. Maintain 10,000. Is that engine up and running? There we go, now we're starting up number 2. And ascend at 3,000 feet per minute. 240 knots. Yeah, request taxi IFR. Taxiway. Taxi to and hold short. Oh yeah, that's what they always say, never mind. We don't have much in the ways of air traffic. Alright, acknowledge taxi clearance. There we go, we just had... Is this guy descending into Willemstad? Yeah, he might be. There's this Orion here. Then there's the Dash 8. That's tiny compared to us. An A321. Yeah, I turned on progressive. Okay, so shift P1. Oh yeah, we have to do a power back. Isn't that fun? I hope obvious sarcasm was obvious. Yeah, just let me move. We'll just, you know, let some fresh air in. I really hope we won't get, you know, surprised. Basically, I hope we won't just be like, oh god, I hope we won't be like, okay, we're ready to go, look back. Oh no. Oh god, damn it, no, start off. There we go. Dum de 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 dum. Not this way. Come on, MD. Yeah, let's close that door. Yeah, those sliding doors look weird. Now, so yeah, the cargo doors. That was a problem. A lot of times. On the DC-10. Which the MD-11 is based on. Yep, there we go. Ready to go. I'm turning on the landing light because I fucking can. So I'm a rebel. No, that's just a joke. Alright. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go. Runway 11, and then spool up, take off, and fly east. Yep. We shouldn't have any disruptions due to traffic anyway, hopefully. I think that... Oh, the DC-10, that 737 is too far to be of any real concern. I'm just laying back while, you know, while taxiing with a plane. Because it's fun to... You know, it's fun to hear the screams of people on the plane as they realize the captain is probably drunk. That is just a joke. Don't take it too seriously. Don't. You know, in a video game video, unless when I'm talking directly about the aircraft, don't take anything I say too seriously. You know, take everything with a grain of salt. Yeah. I just tune to the tower while I'm waiting. I can't. Seriously, why is it called A West? It's named after Adam West. Yeah, I can use that. Yeah, I can take off. Yeah, no, we're going to use the whole runway screw then. Oh, yeah, I should probably set takeoff flaps. Suicidal Nokia. Okay. I wonder if we're overspeeding. No, almost, but not quite. Close, but no cigar. Yeah, the 737 definitely won't be a problem. It's way too far out. Right?
On taxiway.
Yes.
On taxiway.
Bum bum. Bum bum. Yeah, you can see the terrain, the texture is unloaded because I switched over to the 737. Give it a moment, it should be back shortly. And please note, this is the highest terrain and everything setting. Oh yeah. There we go. Terrain is back. Oh, my back is actually... Give me a moment. Request takeoff.
Approaching. 1-1.
I know. Right, we're cleared for takeoff, so... That's what the tower sees. It's the big... Well, you know, the DC-10 was actually the second, you know, wide-body aircraft after the 747. And we're spooling the engines up.
On runway. 1-1.
Yes, thank you. I am well aware of what runway I'm on. Yeah, that thing... Or is that just the differential brakes there? Wow, I believe we're quite close to... What was that sound there just made? Anyway, rotate. Positive right. Gear up. Flaps up. Acknowledge. Oh no, not 4,000. Hello? You're losing altitude at an alarming rate, mate. Oh wait, what? I thought I pulled the flaps up. Now we're flying in over Curacao. No, yeah. There's a bridge that I believe can be kind of floated and rotated out of the way. I don't know. Turn right, heading 295 and proceed on course. Okay, screw it, since this thing obviously can't hold a speed. Just going to bring it up to a cruising speed of 290 knots. Just a nice, gentle climb up. Yeah, guys, I'm going to pause this video here, and I'll see you guys once we begin our descent. Into... I think that's Fort Amsterdam. I'm just going on what I read from in the K. That's all the information. That's literally all I know about this area. Yeah, guys, I'm going to pause this video here and see you guys once we descend into... Wilhelmshaven to Princess Juliana. But yeah, see you then. Okay, guys, we're beginning our descent into St. Martin. Let's do this. Yeah, this is my second time flying to St. Martin. The first one was with a 747. However, that one, only one of the reversers worked. Yep, that's St. Martin. That's another island. Okay. Yeah, the Caribbean has some interesting runways. I mean, there's, you know, sort of from Princess Juliana where there's, you know, tri-jets and quad-jets landing and flying directly over the beach Turn right heading 090. Expect vectors which will runway 9 approach. No, cancel. Question about acknowledge. Heading 090. Let's do this. Oh wait, so is that? So then is? So a second. Could it be that? That's. Doesn't it? Yeah, that's. Yeah, out of those, that one. Yeah, that's Princess Juliana. So I believe what we're doing. Actually, I have no idea. SKB. Yeah, which one's that? Actually, I want to find out where exactly Sabat is, so give me a moment. Okay, Google. Sabat Airport. Okay, so let's get the heading set up. Airport in Hell's Gate. Well, that's more than slightly unnerving. Yeah, because it's on the island of Saba. Onto maps, I want to get more accurate. I don't know why, but I've... Multitasking. Who said man can't do it? There we go. Yeah. That's not actually that far away from us, I believe. Well, us, I mean... Acknowledge. Send to, what is it, 15,000? Air, and then heading 030. And because I believe... Sure. Yes, just... Wait a moment here. Some of these islands have interesting names. What is that? I think that's way too far down to it. I think I'd recognize the shape of that. Oh, right, acknowledge. Okay, Google. Princess Juliana International Maps. I realized that means I want the map view. No, did not realize it. Tonight heading 090. My pleasure. Wait a second, 090? Yeah, okay. That is the one we want. So that's where that... Oh, yeah. I believe... How did I miss that? Yeah, it's actually not... It is genuinely not far away. Actually... It's on that island there. So I've been flying by Sabah this whole time. Yeah. The more you know. I think this is it, yeah. Tisks. No, that's not what I want. And there's VI32. That's not it either. So there's a Skyhawk at, I don't know, turn off setting 060. You son of a corgi. 060, acknowledge. Slow her down. I don't know why I do this every time, but yeah, 230 descend to 5,000, was it? Yep. There we go. And vertical speed negative 3,000 feet per minute. So we're actually flying directly towards Sabah. Sabah, is that actually the... Hold on, yeah. Sabah. How did I miss that? It's actually understandable why they have a... Hang on, let me just check something. Okay, Google. Shortest runway in the world. Yep. That is the shortest runway in the world, at Sabah. Well, it says making it one of the world's shortest. I mean, it's so short that the end of the runway is actually kind of drooping down slightly. Yeah, Princess Juliana is also quite short, it seems. Let's see. Johnson Canary. Tom Conton. Make sure it's muted because I'm actually going to play a video of takeoff from Sabah. I think Igor and I might, if I can, see if I can get a twin otter for. Oh god, that really is short. Okay, Google. Stored airport runway length. Well, that's a meter. Oh god! I thought stored was short. Jeez. I mean, that thing is. Yeah. Stored airport is. The runway is nearly 4 times as long. Jeez. Yeah, compared to that. Yeah. Jeez. That is genuinely scary then. Challenge accepted. Actually. Gibraltar Airport. Right, nah, I forgot to say. Okay, Google. Gibraltar Airport runway length. Yeah, I have weird ways of saying. Like, sometimes I call it length, sometimes I call it length. Yeah, could you... And you're slowing down a bit too much there, comrade. It's actually called North Front Airport, huh? Yeah, that's surprisingly, actually. Gibraltar Airport is not, the runway there is not much longer than stored. Huh. Okay, Google. Win Air. No. Okay, Google. Win Air. Not Wizz Air, you bastard. Okay, Google. Winair. There you go. Winair is an abbreviation for Windward Islands Airlines. Is a government-owned airline operating out of Saint Martin. Yeah, nearest tower is Sabah. Igor, we're flying here. Be prepared. Yeah, this Princess Juliana fleet size 7 destination. It has quite a lot. Yeah, they actually fly ATRs as well as DH6s or DHC6s. The Islanders, the BN2 Islanders also on there. And you can't get fuel here. Oh, actually, I'm just looking at some other shorter airports, or short runways, you know. Good thing I didn't. Did I miss a handoff, by the way? No. Okay. Come on, man. Give me what I want. Yeah, that's Sabah. Is that like a lone tree, or that's a weird looking radio beacon. That's Princess Juliana there. I have no clue where on the island. I think the runway is actually more there-ish. Turn left heading 040. If you're going to make me lose sight. Yeah, there's. Hold on, outside, top down. Just give me a moment here. Is it saying that the runway is... Yeah, saying that that runway is not actually... As far as I can tell, that's actually incorrect. There would be a cliff directly at the end of that runway. I'll see if I can get us some kind of scenery for Sabah. For example, I highly doubt there would be pine trees there. Or pine trees. I actually said that correctly. Acknowledge. Yeah, I think we should gain sight of the airport shortly. Or of the aircraft shortly. There's nothing. Oh no! We actually do see it! That means... Oh wait. That means if I look over in that direction... That's not right! I think that airport is way higher up. Huh. Yeah, imagine having that as a diversion airport. Okay, we're going to have to land on an airport that is approximately the length of the aircraft. That is a joke, the runway is about 4 times the length of the aircraft. Well, actually... Okay, maybe 8, if we're lucky. Maybe, I'm not sure of the exact length of the... Why do I keep wanting to call this thing an MD-80? The MD-11. I'll see if I can get some scenery, because that doesn't really look that... How long is the... It's the runway at Inishmore? Because if it turns out that's shorter, then I'm just going to laugh. I've landed a jet on... Okay, Google. I know it probably isn't like this. Inishmore Airport runway length. Acknowledge the switch to Juliana. It's actually not that much shorter. Or longer, sorry. So I can... So yeah, Sabat for me is going to probably be an easy landing. Heck, I might even just to rub it in fly a jet there. It's like, yeah, you guys should operate Russian aircraft. Yeah, that sounded way too Russian. Way too much of it. Send to maintain 2,000 feet. $2,000. Let's get a bit of braking going on. Was I flying with that like that the whole time? Turn left heading 0, or turn right heading 035. Yeah, I thought I told you to turn on. Damn you landing lights! You disobedient bastards. Yeah, but here in Princess Juliana we definitely will need full flaps. I think we can come in at 150 knots. I don't know what that was. Anyway, turn right heading 065. Come on. Acknowledge. Heading 065. There. Yeah, that's where Saba is. And and there's Princess Juliana. Oh boy, we're losing speed, aren't we? No, we're actually gaining altitude. Yeah. Yeah, I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. I'm having a bit of an issue with the aircraft's control system. Acknowledge. And now we're just going to slowly descend. Or maybe not so slowly descend. Who really knows? Where's the runway? I think we're not aligned with the runway yet, because that's where the runway is. Yeah, this is a surprisingly small airport. The runway, compared to Saba, is quite long, however. What was I going to say? Yeah, compared to Saba it is quite long, but just, compared to most other international airports it is quite short. Actually, technically the airport at Saba is an international airport. Because Saba, I believe, is its own country. As St. Martin and St. Martin is a different country, and there's flights operating between St. Martin and wherever. 12 miles? Oh god. Acknowledge. Speed 150. That's the aircraft turning by itself, by the way. Did I accidentally twist that? Yeah, probably did. Full bloody flaps. Yep. Flaps down, gear down. I don't know, there's just something about the way the MD-11 looks that makes me like it. No, we actually want to turn more like that. Oh boy, this should be very interesting. The sound just... maybe... I don't know. 299904. Launch card entry. Yep, landing at St. Martin with an MD-11. Yeah, I think I will actually do a little practice flight out to Sabah with a jet, just to kind of rub it in. Hold on, what's that? I did. Yeah, I think this. Yeah, this is. I think I almost called it VLS. No, VFR landings only. That's a. Oh, we're clear to land. Come on! Stop side-slipping! Yeah, when you need to resort to doing turns like that, I mean, I'm probably terrifying the tourists on the beach. They probably think we've got like a hydraulic problem or something. Yeah, Juliana does not offer room for error. I mean, even takeoff is difficult. I mean, because think about it, you have to climb out and then climb up very quickly. So what we did at Curacao, where we, took off, and as we turned, we descended a bit before going up. That would not be able to happen at St. Martin, or Princess Juliana, call it what you want. St. Martin is the country, Princess Juliana is the airport.
Approaching 09.
Indeed we are. I believe we're close enough. AT off. Oh, come on. No, goddammit. Why? Why do you have to side-slip so much? Oh yeah, we're gliding now, actually. So I'm going to push the engines back up. There. Only small adjustments from now on. I say... No. Spoil this. Let's spoil this, motherfucker. Yeah, let's hope this is better. Let's hope this goes better than my last landing. Tourists, watch out! People on the beach. Yeah. You've got this bloody thing bearing down on you. I think you should be a lot... Oh god. No! No. No. I'm not going to crash, damn it. Okay, this should be interesting. Yep, so... I'm going to stay a bit further back. And just glide in. Okay, no, actually not going to glide in. Terrible idea, actually. I'm going to keep the aircraft powered at all times. I lied. I lied vigorously. I'm not keeping the aircraft powered at all. Oh god! Oh no! No! And I just killed a couple of people. Yeah. Reverse, damn it. Well, again, that is what they get for putting the thing that close to the... For putting the runway that close to the beach. I mean, I think you could have just moved that. Yeah, that's weird. I landed better with a 747 than with a... I think the MD-11 is a lot less responsive. Yeah, so we're going to have to park there. Oh boy, let's hope this aircraft can make that turn. Well, not spoiled, I'm going to tell that. Yeah, this aircraft is not very good at turning, I can tell you that now, so... Yeah, the MD-11 is a bit of a pain, I'll tell you that now. I think it also has quite a high stall speed. Okay, let's park this part down now in the video. There. So guys, that was a flight from Amsterdam to St. Martin via Curacao with an MD-11. I'm Bot 25. Goodbye.